Well, time to come along for a solo harvest. Now, time to start on the broccoli. We got lots here to harvest. So that's another 7 cauliflower heads, and I'm not sure how many bits of sprouting broccoli in there, but time to soak them with water to let all the bugs get out of them, and then we'll blanch and freeze them. And then we head over after this has been soaking for an hour or so, and as you can see, this slug has come out. And there's another little slug there coming out. So now I'll just grab all of these out of here and transfer it to this other little bucket. And we'll come back for those 3 in a minute. And we've got those plus all the sprouting broccoli in there. Well, folks, I either have a small head or that's a big cauliflower. So now we've been outside, we've picked our cauliflowers. We've had them soaking in the bucket of water for about an hour outside. Now it's time to get ready to blanch them. So what I like to do is separate them first. So I'm going to put this bucket to the side with our broccoli in it, and I'll get my new swanky knife that I bought. And then I just go through and cut all the florets off. At the same time as cutting each one off, I like to just go around and just check it to make sure there's no slugs or caterpillars hiding up inside. You gotta be careful for things like this caterpillar. You can also keep bits like this, the stem, you can slice them up like this, fry that off and eat it, or we just like to keep them and set them aside for stocks and soups. See over the back here, I prepared earlier, pot of water, going to bring it to the boil. I've got over here going, filling up the sink with water. A lot of people use an ice slurry. I'm just using water, but I use a quanta greater than what we put in. One day, I will get an ice setup going that we can do ice blocks because it will work better. Next step is quite important. So we want to get our cauliflower in for about 30 seconds. But we don't want to overfill it. I just simply count to 30 in my head, and then we're done. And that's about 30 seconds. We wait for it to come to a rolling boil again, and then stick the next action. Here, when we are blanching cauliflower, is not to cook it, it's just to cook the outside layers, so that way it stops the sugars from going all weird on the end, and it makes it, when you go to cook them, they don't go mushy. Then it's time to clean up the sprouting broccoli. I like to remove the lower leaves, which leaves you with a nice stem and a top bit. So lower leaf, lower leaf. I'm actually going to remove this one. These here from Kmart are awesome. When I only have 1 or 2, I put them in here, fill it up with water. It's got a little grate in the bottom, a little plug. So once all the cauliflower and broccoli has cooled down, I grab these cake trays out and the air fryer tray, which are from Kmart, and I place them up on here to drain and dry. I leave them up here for about an hour, and I will show you the next step after this. Now I get these trays here. We line these trays here with the cauliflower. Then I go stick these in the freezer, and then I package them in Plixil bags. And packaged in Ziploc bags in the freezer, and done. They are all loosely packed, as you can see, and we will use those over the next year.